just joined us on the System After Dark, this is a homegrown number courtesy of E3 and Cracker. Bulla, how's it going? I'm D, your host on the System After Dark, right here on Today FM. Today's hit music. You can catch me weeknights at 7 p.m. That's from Monday to Friday, only on the home of Today's hit music. And don't forget, that's D with you every weeknight on the System After Dark. Even got that homebrew flowing.
In this bulletin, Fijian economy adding to Pacific growth. Sugar industry will never collapse. And Prime Minister takes up the cause of needy children. Good evening, I'm Akosita Tale and this is FBC News. Fiji's sugar sector is too large an industry to fail, says academic Professor Rajesh Chandra. Chandra, who is now the chairman of the Sugar Research Institute of Fiji, is spearheading the organization's New Look board. Christopher Chand reports.
Fiji's sugar quota to the European Union ends in September 2017. A daunting task to keep the industry sustainable, especially when 200,000 people depend on it for their livelihood.
We've been able in the past to deal with our problems, and nobody underestimates the extent of the challenge for the sugar industry. But it is too vital, too large an industry to fail.
While some may have written off the sugar sector, the government continues to extensively revitalize the industry, pumping $175 million into the Fiji Sugar Corporation in 2010 and $36.5 million in 2012.
Government certainly put in a lot of effort and confidence in it, and it is doable. The issue will be whether we can do it on the scale that is needed and whether we can do it fast enough so that we are in time to face the challenges post-2017.
Professor Chandra says he is confident the new SHRIF board will be able to play its role, helping the sugar industry overcome these challenges.
Most people in Fiji are aware of the challenges. The price that we are getting from the European Union will end in 2017. And the industry really needs to, as I said, become much more efficient and competitive to operate in global markets. To that extent, the board is very much aware that it must work with all the stakeholders, and in particular to work very closely with FSC and the sugarcane growers.
SHRIF has a major contribution to make in terms of research and development and extension services to the sugarcane farmers. Christopher Chand, FBC News.
Consistent economic growth over the last 5 years has helped Fiji become one of the stronger economies in the region. The Asian Development Bank's 2015 outlook suggests the Pacific will be the fastest growing region among all the countries it covers. Among the 5 major regions the ADB serves, the Pacific is having the best time economically. Fiji, being the hub of the Pacific, is naturally one of the contributing factors to this and to an optimistic outlook for 2016.
Obviously, Fiji is a country where Fiji's, has achieved 5 years of high positive growth for the first time in recent years. And that's a very encouraging development.
Edmund says Fiji is credited as one of the larger economies behind Papua New Guinea that has immensely contributed to the economic development in the Pacific. Our main asset has been government investment in public infrastructure and a liberal attitude among consumers.
We see that, in the recent years, Fiji's economy has been driven a lot by an ambitious program of public sector investment, as well as very strong growth in consumer demand and very strong investment.
The ADB hopes that government will also help private sector investments take a larger role to continue the growth and renew partnership with development partners.
The renewed partnerships with the development partners will help an interim period while Fiji really waits for the large foreign direct investment that we all expect will come in due course to take hold and really fuel growth.
The Asian Development Bank is forecasting steady growth in line with what the Reserve Bank of Fiji is projecting, a 4% GDP economic growth. Prime Minister Voreqe Bainimarama has taken up the cause for underprivileged children, leading a walk organized by the Foundation for the Education of Needy Children in Fiji. Sakio Sanaivua reports.
Prime Minister Voreqe Bainimarama has always been supportive of the work carried out by the Foundation for the Education of Needy Children ever since it was established in 2009. Apart from direct education incentives in the budget, the government has been allocating $200,000 every year to FANG Fiji.
The main purpose of FANGs is to assist disadvantaged children to have access to education. Times, of course, have changed since 2009. Now we have free bus fare, free school fees, free education, subsidized bus fares, even free milk and Weet-Bix. And also contribute to capital development projects in a lot of schools.
FANG Executive Coordinator Chuapiku Nikoro says the funds from this morning's fundraiser will be used to sponsor the program this year.
Much of that will be used this year to cater for things like school bags, sandals, stationery. Things that the government affords the tuition, but outside that we help the children.
Nikoro says tuition is about 30% of the total cost of sending a child to school. The FANG Fiji is looking after 1,142 children with primary and secondary education. Sakio Sanaivua, FBC News.
Coming up after the break, Hindus celebrate birth of Lord Rama.
Ya bino pwede mo nito po chumaini mo sino mga bula FM na bundu na sir na ngona ni ndendre man kay Central Rental sa po kay dero so ko ita minichi me ba na koloko. Ni sabula.
Oya wa ti soni dalai.
Gonga mo sidon.
Na makikirao mena tolu kene bitu. Ena via kabi moliti kena porombuka.
Goria na lali ne kabi. Bula FM na bundu na sir.
My name is Luca. I live on the second floor.
Gold FM, only the classic hits. I hope you're having fun so far. You're listening to The Ride, and I'm Kara, taking you through your afternoon. Stay with me to listen to more awesome classics right here on The Ride. Mulubinaka, for awesome sounds in the afternoon. Wonderful, wonderful classics. Join me on The Ride every weekday right here on Gold FM, only the classic hits from 2 to 7.
Just don't ask me what it was. I think it's 'cause
Welcome back. This is FBC News. Thousands of Hindus around the country celebrated Ram Navami today, a festival celebrating the birth of Lord Rama. Prayers today mark the culmination of 9 days of fasting and prayers in homes, temples and communities. During Ram Navami, devotees maintain a strict vegetarian diet and avoid alcohol. Today, many Fijians took out time to celebrate the day at the Muanivatu Sanatan Temple in Suva. Devotees were today reminded of the values preached by Lord Rama from the holy book Ramayana. Fiji qualifies for Hong Kong Sevens Cup quarter-final. And overseas teams confirmed for Easter Cricket Championship. Details coming up.
Gold FM, only the classic hits. Beautiful song from the group Firehouse and When I Look Into Your Eyes. Before that, you heard from Smokey Robinson with One Heartbeat. We'll take a short break and join us in the next hour for more music from Seal. Bulabulaka. I'm DJ Tora. Join me every weekdays, 7 until midnight on the Premium Classics. Right here on Gold FM, only the classic hits.
छू छू छू। हे नमस्ते फीजी, आपके हर एक प्रॉब्लम की दवा लेकर मैं आ गई हूँ 9 से 12 बजे तक, आपकी सहेली रेनू। छू छू छू। 40 में 20 का दिखना है। मैं हूँ ना आपके साथ में मिर्ची एफएम पर 9 से 12 बजे तक, मंडे टू फ्राइडे। मिर्ची, इट्स हॉट।
Welcome back, this is FBC Sports. The Vodafone Fiji Sevens team has qualified for the Cup quarterfinals of the Hong Kong Sevens. The team defeated Belgium in the second encounter by 38-7. Fiji will play either England or USA in the Cup quarters. Meanwhile, the team started their campaign at the 40th Hong Kong Sevens with a 38-12 win over Samoa early this morning. Debutant Josiah Winnie was the star performer for the Fijians as he came off the bench to score 2 tries in the second half. Here are the tries.
Vard sends it back. Lovely little step from Solia, and Anna Solia. Defense again from Samoa. 2 wide, gets it wide. Try time. No stopping Rawatha that close to the line. Rawatha gets past Louis, who'll score. Yosefo's come across, and Rawatha steps. Here comes the number 2 try for Semi Kunitani. So dangerous for Fiji when they get half a chance. Kalini Sal gets it straight out into the hands of Vidi Vidi. Beautiful stepper, Vidi Vidi. 88 tries to his name. Vidi Vidi is this try number 89. Player on the inside, looks, delivers. Look at the style and the grace here. And the offload to the new man on debut. Passed it on to Rawatha. Rawatha steps, 1 to beat. Out the back door, Vidi Vidi's in. Try number 89 in his career. Counter-ruck goes in, thrown forward, and so this is the new man in the team. Raisungi, 2 to beat. Raisungi here on debut. That's lovely play from the young 20-year-old. What a try! They want more points. They tap here. There he is. He's got those dancing feet, the lovely offload, and Fiji finish in style. That's his second.
Fiji's last pool match is against Canada at 9:48 p.m. Remember, you can watch the tournament live on FBC TV. Maris Brothers High School easily took out the boys division title at the Suva Zone 2 meet yesterday and have sent a strong warning to other teams competing at the Coca-Cola Games. The Flagstaff boys won 33 gold, 19 silver and 19 bronze medals, while Suva Grammar finished second with 7 gold, 16 silver and 10 bronze medals. Competition was much tighter in the girls division as Suva Grammar finished top with 18 gold, 13 silver and 5 bronze medals, while St. Joseph's Secondary School was in second place with 12 gold, 7 silver and 9 bronze medals. The Coca-Cola Games will be held on the 24th and the 25th of next month. Competition is heating up in day 2 of the 2015 Fiji Games currently underway in Suva. Rotuma had a comprehensive 8 gold medal lead at the end of day 1, but Suva made a brilliant comeback today and are just 1 gold medal win away from taking the lead. Suva dominated the sport of athletics today and won majority of the races. The games finish tomorrow with only badminton, dart, swimming and shooting left to be completed. The Bayan Suva football teams received a major boost ahead of the OFC Champions League next month. Vodafone Fiji and CJ Patel handed $50,000 to each team for preparations for the regional meet. The Fiji Football Association believes such sponsorship is needed for big events as such.
We need funds. Without sponsorship, without funds, we cannot move. And this is a known fact, everybody knows. And the teams that are participating in the Champions League will incur much more expenditure than what we provide. But this is an incentive. This is our contribution through the sponsorship deal that we have for the participation. And
the OFC Champions League will be played in Bayan Suva from the 11th to the 26th of April. The Lautoka football side defeated Nandronga 4-0 at Govin Park in the Galaxy Premier League today. The Blues led 1-0 at the half-time mark but proved too strong for the Stallions in the second spell. Meanwhile, in another match, Rewa hosts Jacks Nandi at 7 p.m. at Nausori's Ratu Thakombo Park today. 2 2 cricket teams from Australia will take part in next week's Easter Championships in Suva. The 2 teams are from Sydney, Australia, will also be joined by an invitational team consisting of former Fiji residents currently residing in New Zealand. The local teams that will take part in the tournament are Lakemba, Oneata, Mode, Onoilau and 3 teams in Suva. The championship starts next Wednesday at Albert Park in Suva. Pace bowler Team Southee says New Zealand will not be daunted by facing trans-Tasman rivals Australia in Sunday's World Cup final in Melbourne. The World Cup final starts at 3:30 p.m. tomorrow. Remember, you can watch daily highlights of the World Cup on FBC TV. Fine weather was experienced over most parts of the country today. Temperatures remain fairly even though the country, Nandi and Lambasa on high of 32 degrees, Savu on the other hand was the lowest with 29. Fine conditions will prevail again tomorrow with a chance of afternoon or evening showers in parts of the west. Fine apart from brief showers over the eastern parts and interior of the larger islands, southeast winds 15 to 20 knots, moderate rough seas, moderate southeast swells. Recapping our headlines, Asian Development Bank says Fiji's consistent growth is adding to its buoyant Pacific economy. Sugar industry too large and too important to ever fail, says academic Professor Rajesh Chandra, and NFP still pushing for a referendum on Fiji flag change. To our poll segment this week, we ask, can Fiji win the Hong Kong Sevens with the current lineup? Visit our FBC website to take part. Remember, you can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email citizensize@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via our Facebook page, FBC News, or if you're on Twitter, follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC News or simply hashtag FBC News. And that's our bulletin for today. Join the team again at the same time tomorrow. Nimo Demanda.
मेरा चांद मुझे आया है नजर, ऐ रात जरा थम थम के गुजर। छाया है नशा मेरे आंखों पर, ऐ रात जरा थम थम के गुजर। रह जाए ना प्यासा मेरा प्यार, मेरे बाहों में भर दे मेरा यार, ऐ रात जरा थम थम के गुजर, ऐ रात जरा थम थम के गुजर। है दोस्तों, मैं हूं जितेन शांडिल। आप रात के बाद हमारे साथ अब रफ्तार प्रोग्राम में 3 से लेकर रात 7 के बीच शामिल हो सकते हैं। मिर्ची FM, इट्स हॉट।